Today I'm going to show you 5 things that will get you more clients that also pay more money. So jumping right in, the first thing you want to have is value. People won't buy anything if they don't find value in it. So you want to have like a niche or a style or something that's very unique that you can sell to somebody that your other competitors probably don't have. So for example, I tend to do a lot of videos that I write scripts for my clients. If I'm making a commercial or something, there's a lot of comedic relief in those scripts that can kind of make the audience laugh. Another good example, the company Rain. They are the ones who have made the Dr. Squatch commercials. I recommend you see those if you haven't. So they're very unique. Dr. Squatch makes a ton of money because of these videos. They're just very creative and just weird, but it keeps people's attention. My core value is that I entertain the client's audience as well as market to them at the same time. But you want to find that niche or that style that you're really good at. It stands you apart from your competition, and you can go to a client and pitch that to them to get the job. The second one is pretty easy, but it's always like misconcepted. Is that a word? Miscommunicated? There's a word there. I know you know what I'm trying to say, but I can't remember what it is. It's often wrong. When I tell people this, they're like, oh, okay, I can do that. That's not a problem. Using social media correctly and consistently. So it's easy to use social media consistently, but 9 times out of 10, people aren't doing it correctly. So when you post something on social media, you want to do it consistently. You want to keep your social media following up. You want to keep their attention. So you want to post about twice a week. This usually works for me. If you're posting about twice a week, you're not being annoying in front of their face, but you're just still like there. You know, they can swipe by you, but it's not like they're seeing 10 posts from you a week. And what I mean by correctly is posting content, not like paragraphs. So for example, if you have a Facebook page and you want to post something on there, don't write a paragraph out. Just don't do it. Because to put it bluntly, no one wants to read a paragraph on Facebook. They're scrolling down, everything is a video or pictures, mostly video now. It's just boring. No one reads anymore. That's plain and simple. It's sad to say it like that, but the world consumes video now. And if you want to advertise and market your video production company with your social media, you should probably post some videos because that's what you're trying to sell. Post actual content, post the work that you've done, post some random videos. Sometimes I just post like little projects and stuff that we work on. So as well as making commercials, I also shoot movies. So I'll post like behind the scenes footage. I'll post just anything that gets my name, my company's name out there in front of people's face. I'll do it when it comes to content, just like clips and raw footage from a camera that I had from a wedding or anything like that. Number 3 is pretty straightforward, and you might be a little confused of why I say, but go after big clients. You're probably thinking, well, duh, like of course I'm gonna go after big clients. But it's not as easy as it sounds. About 2 years ago, I was very nervous and intimidated by big executives from big corporations, going into the president's office and, pitching them my idea. I was really nervous and intimidated and going in there with the mindset that, this guy's gonna say no, for sure. Absolutely, he's gonna say no. There's no way I'm gonna land this job. I don't even know why I'm walking in here. I should be, going down to the restaurant down the road, the little mom and pop restaurant that's been open for the last 50 years, charge them like $100 and get on with my day. So I would turn away from a lot of those big corporations and big companies because I thought, you know what, I'm not up to these standards. But you'd be very surprised if you just make yourself go in there with a positive attitude and talk to them, and you take that value like we talked about before into his office and you say, hey, listen, I have this idea, it's unique, no one else has this, like this is something that it's very valuable to a lot of my clients. I think it's worth having a conversation about. You'd be surprised how many times you get the answer yes, like absolutely, like we'll do that. The more you try to go after the big fish, the more you catch. It's plain and simple. So this next one's pretty interesting. I think based on my experience, a lot of videographers, including myself, we all have very big egos. We're not really that humble. We tend to think that we're better than everybody else. I know 2 years ago I was really bad with that. Like I just thought there's absolutely no one that's better than me. I know everything I know, and that hurt me, really. now that I've been humbled over the years, you know, I still have plenty to learn. I've been doing this for 6 years and I have like a well-established business, but I still have a lot to learn. Like, you know, there's always room for improvement. So this next point is meeting people. You want to meet people and you want to network. You want to build relationships with people, learn things. You know, you want the community around you to help you. Pick at people's brains. Like if you have a guy that you're like, man, this videographer over here, he's doing really damn well. Like I want to know what he's doing, but your ego's just in the way. Like you don't want to like stoop down and be like, hey, listen, man, like what are you doing that's working so well? Like I understand that. Like that's like the business mindset where like you put yourself in that like stronghold position that you're better than anyone else, but you're not. You're never going to be better than the best videographer out there. The good thing is setting yourself apart and building relationships with people because you don't know who they know. A good example of this is, so I shoot weddings. I know a lot of venue owners. I've built a lot of good relationships with a bunch of venue owners, and they refer me to brides and say, hey, like, I have a bride here, she wants a videographer, like, can you do that? And I'm like, all right, sure, let's see if I'm available. And I've made thousands and thousands of dollars from the people I know. Indirectly, through them, I find a client. And this last one is something that even sometimes today I still, you know, beat myself up about because I don't do it every time, but I'm getting better at it, is not chasing the money, but chasing the work and the right work. There's plenty of times where I, you know, I've been having a bad month or something and I'm like, you know, I could just have like a couple $100 extra here. Let me go film this, something that I would never film before, like I never filmed. I go film it and I'm like, all right, well, you know, this will get me money in my pocket. You know, I'm not really happy with it and I get myself in a hole where I'm like doing projects and work like that where I'm just not enjoying it. You want to chase after the work that you want to do. When I'm trying to do the stuff I love, I put a little more heart into it. I try a little harder to really make it good and be creative with it. I have clients that I do videos for and, you know, you really can't do much with them. It's like, hey, I need a video for a restaurant or something, and they're not really into being creative or taking the risk of like setting up a whole scene and doing something. So I just make like 30-second ads for them and I get paid every month from them. It's easy work, and I'm not saying you don't want to do that. You know, the little ones sprinkled throughout your month that are fast, quick, and easy, that pay decently well for what time you're putting into them is very important. But you don't want to cover your whole month with stuff like that because you're going to fall out of love with whatever you want to do, and you're just, you know, I got to get the little stuff, and just this is the kind of video that just pays. Like, this is what people want. I go to a client with a really good idea. They like that idea. I'm now in full control of that creative capability. I can charge for that. I can charge them more for that, and they like that. I'm in full control of it. I'm worrying about it, not them. They already are running a business. I'm running their video. So it's very convenient for them. So they'll pay more just for the convenience that you're taking care of the video and the creative aspect of it and everything. Of course, after they agree with you, but you know what I mean? And shooting ideas back and forth there instead of just agreeing with what they want will kind of filter out the kind of client you want. So if I go to a restaurant or something and I'm like, hey, you know, instead of just filming your food and like posting on Facebook, why don't I set up a table with 2 people at it and they're having an argument, and then the food comes in and they're both happy. Like, there's more to it there that I put creative input, and if they like it, that's great. I get the sale and I can pay, or I can charge more for it. And if they don't, then that's just a client I don't want. Like, I'm gonna walk away from and be like, listen, like, sorry, we couldn't come to an agreement, and you just gotta walk away from it. It'll filter out and it'll kind of give you a reputation of, okay, now this is the kind of videos he does, which is the stuff you want to do, and people will come to you looking for that. I'm gonna start kind of posting videos on this channel more. I've been wanting to do it for a while, but I just haven't had the time. But like I said, it's what I want to do, so I'm gonna do it. But yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for watching. Take care.